Welcome to Chapter 4, Investing in Your Education, Financial Matters. So, first things first, am I eligible for financial aid? You may not know it, but you could be. You have to demonstrate some financial need and, of course, have a high school diploma, GED, or pass an independently administered test approved by the U.S. Department of Education. And you must be enrolled as a regular student working towards a degree or certificate in an eligible program. You must be a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen and maintain satisfactory academic progress according to the institutional policy, or the SAP. Be enrolled in at least half time, so at least 6 credit hours, and not be in default on a loan of any kind, and not owe repayment on any federal financial aid programs. So what's the process? What do you need to do? Complete or update your FAFSA online, and to avoid delays, be sure to have that done before May 1st for the fall term. And you or your parents must file your federal tax return before completing or updating your application. And if you check the IRS data retrieval on your FAFSA, it'll fill in some of that information automatically, so that helps prevent errors. Good thing to do. You're also then going to log into MyCalhoun and check out the satisfied documents. You're going to review and accept your award. Accept your loan offer. Now, loan offer is different from a grant, but it's all the only way to get all that grants or loans is by filling out the FAFSA, so a lot of this information runs together. Accept your loan offer online, continue to your studentloans.gov, complete the loan counseling, and sign your promissory note. Alright, so what if I withdraw from classes? Students receive student loan funds that withdraw or fall below 6 credit hours must complete the exit counseling. Future loan disbursements will be suspended until your account is reviewed for continued eligibility. So, how does attendance affect financial aid? Well, financial aid is given out based on your attendance. So if you do not attend during the first week of classes, your financial aid reward may be reduced, or you may even be dropped. The Calhoun Business Office will issue balance refunds to documented attending students at the end of the third week of the semester. So if you do not attend the first week of class, you could possibly lose your financial aid, but you will be dropped from that class if you don't attend, and you have financial aid. So it's important to show up for that first week, and it's also important, being a distance learning class, that you log in during that first week of classes so that you can be counted for attendance. So what's under the My Calhoun Financial Aid button? You have your award overview tab that shows the amount of aid you've received. The resources and additional information tab, you got to click yes on this so you can authorize Calhoun to pay for your tuition and books. Terms and Conditions tab, you want to go ahead and click Accept on that. And then the Accept Award tab. You can accept or decline your student loans by using the drop-down menu. So why was I selected for verification? If this shows up, don't panic. This is a random process that happens. A certain percentage of students are selected. Just make sure you get that information completed and turned in, and there won't be any issues with that. Alright, here's a big one. My parents are divorced. Whose information do I use? Well, the parent who you lived with the most during the past year, and if you split time equally between the two, it's the parent who provides most of the financial support. Also, if either one of your parents is remarried, you do have to enter your step-parent's personal tax information if the parent you live with has remarried. Alright, what happens if you don't get along with your parents? Well, you pay your own rent and bills. If you are under 24 years old and you cannot check yes to any of the questions in step 3, then you have to enter your parents' personal and tax information. I do not work and my parents don't file. What happens next? If there is no income earned, then you'll check the not filing a tax return and 0 income. I know I won't qualify. Do I still need to fill out a FAFSA? Well, yes, especially if you're interested in federal work study, direct student loans, scholarships, or private student loans. And how much will I receive? Go to My Calhoun and review and accept your award. Do I have to attend full-time to receive a Pell Grant or a student loan? Full-time enrollment is not required for a federal Pell Grant. If you attend less than full-time, your award will be decreased accordingly. So again, that's 6 credit hours to receive a student loan. When can I purchase books? Well, after the first day of class you can purchase books. It'll be charged to your account. Will I have financial aid in the summer? This kind of gets tricky. If you're Pell eligible and you haven't used all of your resources for the year, then you could have money left over. So if you go in fall and then in spring maybe you go half-time, so you only have so you'll have your other half of your monies that you could use for the summer. So that one's a tricky thing. So it's best to talk to financial aid if you are planning to go during the summer and have a Pell Grant. What if I have funds remaining after institutional charges? Remaining funds will be deposited into your Sallie Mae checking account or your personal bank account approximately 2 weeks after the drop add period. So this could be 3 to 4 weeks after school has started. Neither Sallie Mae or Calhoun will mail checks. We don't cut checks. It's deposited into a bank account. So make sure that account information is correct when you're filling out your financial aid information. Can you pick up your funds? Just like I said, no, it only goes into the bank account, direct deposit. But if I don't receive my refund, well, you must sign up for that Sallie Mae account or your own personal checking account. If you haven't done that, then that might be why you're not receiving any money, because they don't know where to send it. And remember, they don't cut checks, so you have to have an account set up for them to direct deposit. Why was the amount different than what I expected? There could be lots of different reasons why, whether it's you weren't counted for attendance the first week of school, if you're enrolled in a class outside of your major, this could cause you to not be counted because you don't have enough hours. So there are a lot of different reasons why it may be lower than you expected. I received a letter stating I'm on warning. Why is that? If you fail to achieve the required cumulative GPA or you do not successfully complete the percentage of hours, you will be placed on financial aid warning for 1 semester. Also, those students who are accepted for admission to Calhoun under academic probation will be placed on financial aid warning. Warning will be lifted in a subsequent term if the student attains the required cumulative GPA and successfully completes the required percentage of hours. And you can still receive Pell funds for the semester in which your warning begins. So you still receive funds, but you will be on warning. So what does that mean? If you're attempting hours attempted 1 to 21, the percentage of hours to be completed, you have to complete 58% with a cumulative GPA of 1.5 to reach your satisfactory academic progress to get off of warning. So that's what that little chart's about there. I received a letter stating I have lost eligibility. Why is that? If you fail to complete a program within the maximum time frame allowed or do not attain your SAP by the end of the financial aid warning, you'll have lost financial aid eligibility. If placed on academic suspension, you're not eligible to receive financial aid for the duration of suspension, even if you are readmitted to the college upon academic appeal. You may regain eligibility for financial aid when you meet your SAP requirements. So this happens after you receive a warning and could lead to academic suspension. You may lose your eligibility. So how does the appeals process work? If you are on financial aid loss of eligibility, you may file an appeal by submitting a financial aid appeal form and require documents to the Student Financial Services Office. Forms are available in the Calhoun Community Student Financial Services Office and online, and you will be notified by email or postal service of the committee's decision. So if you're having issues with financial aid, if you're not doing as well as you need to be grade-wise to keep your financial aid, then go to the Student Financial Services Office. Talk to them about what needs to be done. Then the tuition payment plan. So you can break your tuition balance into monthly payments if you don't qualify for some reason for financial aid or don't want to take out a loan. And what does that look like? You can do automatic bank payments. You can pay with a credit card or a debit card. And so how much does it cost to participate? It depends. $30, $35, or $40 enrollment fee per semester, depending on the number of payments. And then there's also a $30 non-refundable returned payment fee if a payment is returned. So if you don't have adequate funds, like a bounced check, there is a fee if you don't have enough funds to pay that. So what steps do I take to enroll? You go to Calhoun, you log into My Calhoun, you click on the student account, choose account detail for term, select a term and click submit, and then click on sign up for a payment plan. What's the next? Calhoun Scholarship Program. So the Calhoun awards 100 foundation scholarships every year. Only one applicant form is required to be considered for all 100 different scholarships. Scholarship deadline is March 1st of each year. That's coming up fast. The average scholarship awarded by Calhoun is $1,500. All scholarship applicants must complete a FAFSA. So this goes back to, even if you're not eligible for a Pell Grant or you're not planning on getting a loan, if you want to get a scholarship, you need to fill out that FAFSA as well. And all applicants are required to submit a brief essay. You must enroll and maintain a minimum of 12 credit hours. And that's different for the fine art awardees. I think they may need more or less, who knows. You'll have to talk to somebody in the fine arts department to find out what that amount is. Must have and maintain a minimum 3.0 cumulative GPA. For the fine arts, it is 2.5. And then scholars are expected to maintain regular class attendance. So your attendance does get checked and verified. If you have questions, contact the Calhoun Foundation. What about other scholarships? There's a nursing department scholarship. There are 2 nursing department scholarships. One is for an individual who is nominated by the department, by faculty, and peers, and the other is for disadvantaged nurses. And then what about other scholarships? There's a list. Calhoun has a list that you can check out. There's also fastweb.com and scholarships.com. All of these are great ways to find out about different scholarships that are available. And then the grants, the federal Pell Grant, supplemental education, Alabama student assistance, and then the Iraq and Afghanistan service grant. Grants are great. You don't have to pay grants back. You do have to pay loans back. You don't pay scholarships back. So something to be aware of as you're signing up for all these things. And then veterans benefits. If you need help with veterans benefits, you can contact Stephanie Works, and she can help you navigate the veterans benefits. So that's all for today. I will post your assignments under announcements. Goodbye for now.